Let's see, are we live? We are live. Okay, good. We are live on we're live on both X and YouTube. So let's see if there's anybody that comes to YouTube. Or sorry, X, obviously X. Yeah, I got the chat right here. Testing. Okay, good. How's the voice? Okay, good. Testing. Let's see if there's. All right, good. All right, let's dive right into it. So it's funny because I told Vision, I was like, hey, if you come to a live stream, I'll literally show him one of the platforms that you can actually deck build, and you can learn a little bit more about like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff, which is kind of nerdy, but we're not going to make this a Yu-Gi-Oh live stream, obviously. We're going to look at everyone's coins and stuff, but I do have it up just in case. You know, a lot of stuff happening over here, so I do have it just in case, by the off chance he does come, I could kind of show him and show him that I would easily destroy him. Let's see. Okay. Vincent Chavi's in the chat. Let's go. What's up, Vincent? Welcome to the live stream. What's up, Matthew Jobco? How's MogCoin doing? Yeah, MogCoin did a really big move up, though. Yeah, it's doing really good. Had a really big move up. Yeah. I think we are live. Yes, we are live. Let's go. What's up, Silver Days? Best mod in the house. I don't know if you saw the DOGE on Mars. Oh, wait, no, you're not DOGE on Mars. XRP is doing really good, though. XRP is doing very, very, very good. I love Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. Let's go. Do you play? Or do you just like, have you ever played it, or do you play it? I wouldn't say I'm competitive. I wouldn't say I'm too good, but I could definitely beat Vision's ass. Like no doubt. 100%, no doubt. No chance. No shot. 0%. I'll put all my OXT on the line. But yeah, so we're gonna go live every single day in the month of July. So obviously starting tomorrow, because tomorrow's July 1st. Sorry, yeah, July 1st. We're gonna be going live every single day. So yeah, just FYI, it's gonna be a long month of July, but hopefully we make it. Hopefully our coins make it. Yeah, XRP and Zebic. Yeah, we can take a look at both of those for you. I do need to make an XRP video because it's doing good, obviously. And then Zebic, nothing's really changed, but the targets are still holding for Zebic. So, and I'm a collector too. Nice, you're a collector. Dang, let's go. Yeah, I got a bunch of cards, but I actually play with my cards too. Man, what is going on out there? Like, really, of course, I live stream, and like, there's like somebody freaking getting like unbelievable. I don't even know if you guys can hear it, but crazy. Yeah, can we take a look at base Pepe, BTCB, and debt relief bot? Yeah, we can. Also, how do you feel about these tokenized stocks? Oh, you mean like the Robinhood thing? I actually literally, my friend, my brother-in-law, I guess, just literally told me about that. Not too long ago. I think it's very, very, very bullish, because, yeah, it's very, very, very bullish, and there's going to be a lot more opportunity and exposure for people to actually bring in money into the space. So I think it's very, very, very bullish, actually, and especially if you have Arbitrum. Arbitrum is probably going to do extremely well when we have an alt season. Somebody's swatting you? Seriously, yeah. I mean, sounds like it. All right, let's take a look at. So we'll look at XRP Zebic. We'll take a look at base Pepe because we have a chart here. We'll take a look at it really quick. So taking a look at base Pepe. Yeah, so unfortunately, we made a lower low, which is something that we didn't want happen, because before it was here. So yeah, we do have to redraw the targets at this point. So unfortunately, with base Pepe, you're making lower lows, which isn't good. We do need to establish a floor here over 7/024, and then bearish as long as price actions under 7/049 and 7/077. Obviously, this is a gamble play. You already know that. We have resistance here. But I mean, as far as the upside potential, it's a 350% back up to 618. And then it's it's almost a 12x. It's a little bit more than a 12x back up to its previous all-time high. It is a gamble, so good luck. I hope it works out for you. And then BTCB. So yeah, next time you ask me for it, we can't break that low. You just want to see consolidation like this one. Last time you asked for this is a perfect example. We never broke the low. We came up. We actually got stuck in the box. So if we go back, hopefully next time we look at it in the future, next time you ask for it, we're at least back up in the box and we're getting rejected at resistance, because that way if you bought now, you could actually sell and make some money. But for BTCB, it consolidated. It's attempting to break out. The good thing is that we're over 21 cents. As long as price action's under 21.5 cents, then it is bearish, but we did break out over this. So as long as it stays over 21.5, 29 is in play, and then 45 cents would be the 618 retracement. And then from there back up to its all-time high, which as of today is going to be around an 800% pump. And also keep in mind, this is another gamble play, but you already know that. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then debt relief bot. Yeah, debt relief bot. It's unfortunately it's not doing anything, and I think we broke the low. I guess technically it's still kind of the same. So yeah, for debt relief bot, as long as it consolidates over 4022, then the targets on the upside are valid, which would be this area of resistance, which we've gotten stuck at before. And then once this area breaks, then the 618 retracement at 3013 is in play. Keep in mind that is around a 250 to 260% pump, and it is around a 900% back up to its all-time high. So it's pretty good. I hope it goes back up. I agree. Everyone seems to be going on the blockchain, including JPMCB. I believe once Coinbase roll out DEX trading, it soars. Probably. Hi, friend. Book of Ethereum just had 100% day yesterday. Let's go, man. Hey, congratulations, Wick. Wow. That's really awesome for you, man. So yeah, we broke out. Yeah, congratulations. The problem is that we are now back in resistance. So we broke resistance. Now we're retesting it as support. It needs to absolutely stay over 13 cents and validate this uptrend and making higher highs and higher lows. The next higher high should take you to 32 cents, and once you break 18 cents, you're bullish on the macro time frame. So yeah, you really need to see price action over 13.5 cents, breaking 18 cents should take you to 32 cents. Keep in mind, as of today, it is around almost a 400% back up to its all-time high. So it's not something too crazy. So congratulations on that. GST put a higher high yesterday, but dude, I was looking at GST. I think GST is like a huge gamble play. I was looking at GST. I was also looking at Spell Token. Man, these coins are literally sitting at their floor. Like, look at this. It is at its floor. It is 29% up from its all-time high registered 2 years ago. GST is 7%. Oh, I guess it actually made an all-time low. I think you meant all-time low. Put a higher high in yesterday, but lost it quick. I think you meant... No, it didn't. Oh, I guess if you're counting this, then yeah, obviously. Yeah, this was a huge pump and dump. So, yeah, generally speaking, that's not good. But obviously, I mean, 8 days ago, you had its all-time low registered. So just keep that in mind. But we'll take a look at it for you. And forget the coins. I'm ready to duel. Let's go. What formats do you play? Smash Toshi is in the house. Let's go. And I end my turn. That's so funny. It's like so many more like steps to it. You know, there's draw phase, standby phase, main phase, battle phase, second main phase, and then end phase. So you have to say your phases, because if you don't, people can shark you, and people could be like, and when you go to battle, then they'll know you have nothing else to do. So then they'll be like, oh wait, hold on, end of main, I'll have something. And then they shark you like that, which is really annoying, but it's happened. It happens all the time. How's Swiftcoin looking? What's up, Airborne? Hopefully you're not contagious. Let's see. We can take a look at Swiftcoin too, but we got a couple coins to look at right now. So you're on the list. We're putting in a list right now. Yeah. So let's take a look at XRP. Taking a look at XRP on the live stream. So XRP had a really nice move on the day. Keep in mind for XRP, I think we're still... Hold on, let's see. I think we're still getting stuck at the 382. Oh, no, we're not. Yeah, so we're actually very, very, very bullish on XRP. So over $2.15 is, again, macro and short-term bullish. You are tagging this downtrend right now, so I'm not trying to be bearish, but just be careful, because what you don't want to see is getting stuck here at $2.35 and getting stuck at this downtrend and then coming back down, making a lower low like we did before and validating this downtrend. Once you break 235, the next target should be 256, and then from there you're probably going to get some sort of bigger uptrend forming, and then that's when I would say $6.50, $5.50 would be in play. With that being said, I'll keep you updated as always. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. No, it's not contagious. Nice. Excuse me. Taking a look at Zebic Network on the live stream. So Zebic hasn't really done anything from the last time that we looked at it. It is breaking down, but like we said before, as long as it stays over the 236,382, which worst case scenario, it does come down and tag 2029. It is still bullish on the macro time frame, and on the macro time frame, we do have a target at 209. At any point, if we do break below 2029, then I'd say the top is in temporarily, and we are probably going to get a bigger move back down. And at that point, we'll look at areas of support and the next area that we can possibly land on. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. Yeah, where is it? I guess this is what I'm looking for. A, B, C, D. Yeah, unless that's it. Huh. Let's see. What do you think about DOGE on Mars Metaverse? I think that's really bullish. I think finally I was in their spaces today on X, actually. I think it's really bullish. I think good for DOGE on Mars. So, well, we could take a look at DOGE on Mars too. Unfortunately, nothing's still, like, it's still not doing anything. Taking a look at DOGE on Mars on the live stream, so I'm pretty excited about the news, which is they actually launched, and there are people now playing the game, and the metaverse is out officially. Very exciting. I always knew that was going to happen. However, this channel and what I mostly emphasize and focus on is price action. So regardless on how bullish I think that is, for anyone that looks at DOGE on Mars like and is new, they're not really going to understand it because they're only looking at the price action, and the price action is very bearish right now, right? We're still bearish under 6 euros 15, 6 euros 20, and then bullish on the macro time frame over 6 euros 35. As long as we stay under 6 euros 15, it is still, price action is still bearish, and we do have to worry about breaking this previous low at 6 euros 1. The next landing pad should be around 7 euros 8. What I'm hoping is obviously this thing just rocket up on out of here. I mean, you're making higher highs, right? So in theory, if it continues to follow this megaphone pattern, the next higher high should take us to 6 euros 77, which is the 618 from the high to the low, which as of today is going to be a moonshot of around a 500% pump, a little bit over 500%. With that being said, as always, I'll keep you updated. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you in the next video. Whoa, that video, or that ending was a lot different. I agree, meow, huge gamble, but if it looks ready, it's a wave retracement, wave B. What's up, Gearhead? Welcome to the live stream, man. Welcome to live stream. I tried to message Vision, and I tried to tell him to come to the live stream so I can show him, like the website in case he ever wants to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Because like you could go here on this website and then it tells you the ban lists, right? So like you could actually search, you could actually search different formats. So like the format that he's talking about, it's called GOAT, and it tells you what cards are limited. So, Pot of Greed, you could only have one. This is, you could only have one. This, you can have two. And then some other cards aren't like obviously limited and stuff. But this plays the way that he was saying it on the live stream. So I wanted to show him that. I actually wanted to also play a game, but I guess he's not here, so it doesn't matter. I guess we won't. But yeah, taking a look at GST for the gentleman who brought it up. Yeah, so this isn't good. Obviously, this is not good at all. I don't like the fact that, again, Coinbase released this coin at like $5. It went to $10, and then it absolutely rugged. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Nothing's bullish with GST until we break 9 cents 80. And as long as it's under 3 cents 30, it's still macro bearish. And if we didn't put in a bottom, then we don't know how low this thing's going to go. So just be careful. Right now, I mean, it would be ideal. Like if I was gambling and if this coin's been out for like, the problem is this coin's been out since 2022. So like, that's not good, right? You don't want to see this. You want to see like, you want to see growth, not just selling to the shadow realm and then just staying here, right? Anyway, that's what I think about GST. And then Spell Token. Taking a look at Spell Token on the live stream. So Spell Token still hasn't really done anything, and it really hasn't moved. But we can still take a look at it. See. Yeah, so I mean, it's basically bottomed, right? At any point, if we do break this low, you are going to be putting an all-time low, which will be extremely bearish for Spell Token. Given that we've come up twice, retested the 382, and both times price action, they get smacked down into bearish territory. So like we've been saying for 2 years now almost, bearish as long as it's under 3 zeros 95, and then once it breaks 2 zeros 18, and hopefully it doesn't get stuck for the third time because that will probably trap a lot of people, bullish over 2 zeros 18. But generally speaking, again, you have two retracements and then price is bearish, and if you break this low, it's not going to look good for Spell Token. Anyways, I'll keep you guys updated as always. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. Spell Token, yeah, nothing has happened with Spell Token either. It's still just basically doing the same thing. Yeah, for Swift Coin, yeah, as long as we're under, so that's not good. We broke under it. You're still maintaining an uptrend though. You're still making higher lows. So bearish under, short-term bearish under 1 cent 20, bullish over 1.5 cents should take you to 23. and then from there 4 cents. And I still think 8 cents is in play. But for a little bit of hopium, I mean, Swiftcoin had a 72% correction before it made a higher high, and then right now we're sitting at a 83% correction, and so far it's 77 too. So you had an 88% correction before you made before making theoretically a higher high. But this time it was 72%. So 77% higher high, 72% higher high. And then here was 83%? Yeah, like 83%. And the good thing is that I know that's a really big move down, and hopefully nobody bought the top, but you're still literally making higher lows. So this is very, very, very bullish. Speaking of nothing, can you look at DJ? Yeah. Yes, I can. Let's see. Jabroni. Oh no, I already read that. It's over triple top on the 4 hour. I'll take a look at it. Thank you, Silver Days. Wealth Abundance, what's up? Am I late? No, you're at the 22% mark of the live stream. Also, keep in mind that for the month of July, I will be live streaming every single day. So on the weekdays, it's going to be 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And on the, oh wait, actually, you know what? This, with the exception of Thursday, or with the exception of some days actually, but for the most part, it's going to be live streaming every single day. It's going to be 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on weekdays, because that's when I technically stop work. And then on the weekends, it's going to be in the morning, like it's always been. So keep in mind, if you follow me on X, Twitter, or TikTok or Instagram, I always post my schedule, so you'll know if I'm going live or not. So just FYI. Let's take a look at DGen. Man, it's really hot today. It's very, very, very hot. Hey bro, it's been a while. Can you check Keto? Like the diet? Keto. Oh no, I'm thinking about keto. Yeah, I'll take a look at this for you. Or chart on Onino. I don't know, it just depends. Onino. Oh man, I don't know if I could chart this, but I could. I'll try. Take a look at it. Let's go daily dose of Meow the Millionaire. Maybe one day if I drive a Lambo. Maybe I'll buy a Lambo with when I make it big enough on YouTube. Well, actually, I'll buy a Lambo when I monetize on X, and I monetize on TikTok, and then I monetize on Instagram, because then I'm just gonna be posting these videos, and I'm gonna be, even if it's like $1 a day, $2 a day, which right now I think I've worked my way up for the ad revenue. The lowest it was last month for one day was $2.25. Yeah. So, but like that, I know people are like, oh my God, it's like, I'm not talking, like, don't worry about super chatting me. I'm not saying it like that, but just so you guys know, and public knowledge, it's crazy that you know, $2 a day, $3 a day, it ends up like adding up. So my thought logic is, hey, if I could get ad revenue on four different platforms and doing the same amount of work, and even if it's worst case scenario, let's just say it's $4 a day, that times 4 would be 16 times 30. That's like $600, right? That's like a car payment, and that doesn't include the super chats and the memberships and stuff. So that's a lot of money, right? That's like 4x your just YouTube. So I keep telling Vision, I'm like, hey, he's like, oh, it sucks to monetize, and I get it because it took me 6 months to monetize on YouTube. So I started January 2024. I didn't get monetized until June of 2024. My first YouTube check was like $120, and it was for everything, like from January to June. And I got paid. My first check ever was in July. So true story. But basically, the good thing about it is because he talks about that, and I'm like, hey, it's gonna take like probably like 6 months, 8 months, whatever, because Twitter's and TikTok are just crazy. You have to have 10,000 followers. I don't even have 10,000. I don't even have 10,000 on YouTube, right? So it sounds crazy, and it's like I don't know if it's ever gonna happen, but my thought logic is that when it does happen, then that's it. You're done. You're monetized. So with YouTube, I'm done. I don't have to do anything else. Like no matter what I post, I'm gonna get money on it. So I was like, hey, you should just incorporate your eating with your YouTube, with your, no, not like if I want to watch your food reviews or whatever, dude, I would love to come to your channel and watch crypto, and then like watch you eat like a smash burger or whatever, like watch you eat fries and like drink a Diet Coke, whatever the hell you're drinking. But like, I keep saying that because I think that would be really cool for him to do. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. Now I'm like live streaming on X2, which is pretty cool. That gets me some viewers. And then I need 50 followers at least to start live streaming on TikTok. So, true story. Anyway, yeah, let me like look at DGen for you. Didn't mean to like tell you my life story here. My bad. Oh no, are we going down again? Shit. Yeah, so like when I make these videos, I just record them and then I post them. So, and I just don't care. I know like some people say it messes with your CPI. I don't care. The more content I have out there, the better. I'm more of a quantity than quality, right? Taking a look at DGen on the live stream. So DGen on the shorter time frame, it does still have support here at 2025. We did have support at 33, which we broke. Now we're retesting as resistance. So 2033 is resistance, and I think that does also coincide with short-term resistance here at 34 to 41. So on the shorter time frame, keep in mind we can still come back up to this box, get stuck, make a lower high, and come back down and retest this area of support. If this area of support doesn't hold, then unfortunately we are going to come back down to this previous low, and if not, make a lower low. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. The crow and the pitcher. Every pebble in the jar brings water closer to the lips. That is true. I like that. I'm never going to remember that, but I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, because like, $4 a day, $2, even if it's $3 a day, then it's like, 30, that's $90, and then times 4 platforms, that's like $370. That's a good amount for like the same amount of work, right? Live streaming 3 times a week and then making 25, 30 videos on Saturdays, and then throughout the week just making like up to 50 videos, which is a lot. But if I'm live streaming anyway, I'm making these videos on here anyway, so it just makes sense. He needs to just do it. I think he has this like mental block, and he just needs to do it just one time. Just break that, like just break the barricade, and just do it. I think he'll get a lot of positive, like a lot of views, and people will watch him. Bro rambled, the viewer said. Actually, no, I was at 20, and now I think I'm still at 20, right? I think we have 20 viewers in here. 27. Maybe you're right. Yeah, taking a look at Kita, I'm not going to make a video on this, but taking a look at Kita. Yeah, so like for this coin, I really don't know. It just came out May of 2025, right? Yeah, so this coin just came out. I guess on the macro time frame, even though it just came out, we do. Yeah, so we have 51 cent support, which is the 786. We did wick under it, but then obviously all the candles closed over 51 cents. If we don't hold 51 cents, 36 cents is in play on the downside, and then you're obviously going to break down, make a lower low. On the upside, though, once we break resistance, which would be between 55 and 69 cents, which we did come back up, retest, and then got stuck. So we are obviously stuck in resistance. If we don't break out of here, or at least stay over the 236 at 55 cents, then we are going to be coming back down. And at that point, support needs to hold. Otherwise, you're going back down to the all-time lows. And then on the upside, once this does break, 97 cents would be the next target on the upside. And then if this thing goes parabolic and goes past its all-time high, I don't know if it will, but if it does, we do have a target at $4.21. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Yeah, I don't know if I could even find this one. Oh, Nino. Oh man, see, I was talking about vision, and like literally, we're going back down, dude. Damn, I was really hoping he would come. That sucks. What a disappointment. What a disappointing show. I guess we could take a look at Bitcoin. Taking a look at Bitcoin on the live stream. So our targets are still standing, so we still have support here at 95 to 101. So we still have support. We're still over support. I know that this small candle and this red candle is like absolutely destroying altcoins, but that's also because we're not in alt season yet, right? Bitcoin dominance is still at its cycle high, so we're not getting any sort of alt season until this thing breaks down. And my targets on the upside are still valid between 130 and 140. So we have a target here at 138, and then on the bigger time frame, I think it's around let's see, yeah, so 138, 144. So I still do, as long as we stay over this box, I still do think we will be making all-time highs around here, and that would be the top. But I could be wrong. We could be topped right now. We just don't know. But what we do know that is that as long as it stays over this box, then targets on the upside are still valid. Keep in mind you've actually hit the downtrend already, so this is not bullish at all, given that you actually came up and made a lower high. So just keep in mind we do need to break out of this downtrend, and then from there we could yell to the moon. But until that happens, unfortunately, we are at risk at capitulating, making a lower low. However, we can still stay over this area of support and come back from this. Now, looking at the Bitcoin dominance, as we stated earlier, you can see although we are getting some sort of pullback, it was at 66%. Now we're at 65%. It's clearly in an uptrend. It's clearly in the channel. It doesn't look like it's breaking down right now. I mean, the closest that we had to anything was back here in November, which we saw altcoins moving. We don't have anything close to this. So just imagine once this thing, you guys remember November, even my coin did a 300-400% pump. So imagine when this thing goes all the way back down to maybe 40-50%. I do think that's when we're going to get really big moves up for altcoins. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and I'll keep you updated, and thank you. Yeah, that was a long video. Oh no, we're going down. Can you look at Flare? Yeah, Swift and Ergo when you get time. We have time, man. I mean, there's like I'm not busy. This is my what do you call it? My part-time job. I've got time for you guys. Now, if there's 1,000 people in the chat, or like 100 people, 200 people in the chat, maybe, you know, I won't be able to at that time. But right now, you have all the time in the world. You could tell me, you could give me like 30 different coins. No, not 30. That's actually a lot. But yeah, you guys, you give me good coins, so it's nice to make videos on good coins. Especially like, I know Ergo, like my last video on Ergo did pretty good. Got like 300 or 400 views, so it's pretty good. Yeah, let's take a look at Flare. Yeah, Flare's just still consolidating. You're making lower highs, but you're making higher highs. So it does come to a point where it does get compressed to a certain point where it's finally going to get a breakout, or you're going to get a big capitulation for Flare. So from the high to the low, yeah, we need to stay over 1 cent 60, which we actually did come down and then got a nice little recovery bounce from. As long as it's over 1 cent 60, 2 cents 40 is in play. And then from there, keep in mind, if we don't get stuck and validate this downtrend, making that lower high, then 4 cents 90 would be in play for another 618 retracement. And then from there, hopefully we break out of this downtrend and 8 cents would be in play. That's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Others on the monthly, please. Are we back? Yeah, this is, I mean, like, you're still in this channel, right? So it's not bad. It's just, it really can't go any lower, right? I mean, it kind of looks like this, right? It kind of looks like this, where you go up, sideways, and then you double topped here, right? And then you double topped here, and then you have this move up, and then you're having this move up. You had a really big correction here, though. But you have this move up, and you're still making this higher low right here. So, I mean, it doesn't really look that different. So we're just waiting for this, right? But at any point, if it does like do something like that, and we get absolutely wrecked, then yeah, man, I don't know. That's always the scary part. That's on the daily. So let's take a look at it on the monthly. Oh, Bitcoin's down 2%, which means that OXT must be down 30%. Let's look at it on the monthly. Oh, dude, why did you show me this? That doesn't look good at all. Oh, yeah, this looks pretty bad, man. Okay, I did 12 month. My bad. I thought that was the monthly. I'm so dumb. On the 12 month, that does not look... On the 12 month, that's horrible. Let's see. Yeah, dude. This doesn't look good on the monthly. As much as I hate to say it, it does not look good. Because you might get something like this. You come down, bleed, and then from there, we start moving up. Which we've seen so many different times. I don't know, man. I don't like it. I'm not convinced. I'm going to close it. Yo, can you do... what's up? Grimaldi's in the house. Let's go Dogelon Mars to Mars, man. It's still at the 12s, though. We actually just looked at it. I made a video on it. So, nothing's bullish with it, unfortunately. I know there's a lot of good news coming out, though, but it did, like, I don't want to even... I'm not going to relate the news. I'm just focused more on the price action, right? Because the news can be the news, right? Oh, like, Metaverse is finally out, blah, blah, like 396 billion tokens burned, you know, things like that. Which I guess I should show, but I really just want to focus on the price action for Dogelon. But hey, we're getting there, so it's pretty exciting. I have some ideas that will help grow the channel. I'll reach out soon but in the credit and business credit space, but in the credit, we skyrocketed. Yeah, type it in. Yeah, I don't care about it. I mean, it's cool, I'm glad they're like, obviously we already know what we have. We already know what we're in. So I don't need to like, I don't need to relay that message, you know. We already have our coins. So it is what it is. Taking a look at dog with hats on the live stream. So let's take a look at this, see what it's doing. So yeah, I mean, you had a nice leg up and now you're consolidating. So in terms of support for WIF, we need to absolutely stay over 77 cents. You can see we actually came down and retested the 0.5 as support at 64 cents. And now it's over 77 cents. So that's pretty good. The problem is that you are still validating this downtrend. So you are making that lower high and you've been making lower lows across the board. So what you really do need to see is a breakout. And in terms of the shorter time frame areas of resistance, we are at it right now. So we do have resistance at 76 to 85 cents, which we already came up, retested, got smacked back down, made a lower high, came back up, and now we're attempting to stay over the 382 at 85 cents. If it does stay over 85 cents, $1.03, and then we'll look at the macro targets from there are next, because you're also invalidating this downtrend. But if we don't manage to stay over 85 cents, then 76 cents does need to hold on the downside. Otherwise, you are going to get a bigger move back down. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and I'll keep you updated, and I'll catch you in the next video. DZ's in the house. What's up, DZ? How are you? What are you holding now? You good? Did you buy OXT yet? Hey, I know a really good project. It's going to make you a millionaire. No, I'm just joking. Imagine you like clip that and then you take me to court. You're like, hey, look, he said he's going to make me a millionaire, but he only made me $100,000. That's crazy. I'm going to get some water really quick. I do need to like stretch. Wait, where's my... All right, I'm back. Let's do this. Oh, he whom slapped. I'm not going to say that. Welcome to the... Oh, I actually have somebody in the live stream for X. Let's go. What's up, man? I actually saw that. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, we could take a look at Aventus. My first... Did you know that you are the first request on X? You are the first request on X. I like Aventus. I always say I like Aventus because it's such a small market cap and it has so much upside potential there's so much upside potential for Aventus. Anyway, yes, we can take a look at Aventus. I have to first look at Ergo for the gentleman who asked for it. And then we're obviously not looking at OXT, but for the record, this is the coin I have, which is absolutely garbage. So don't buy it just because I have it. You don't even know me. Trust me, don't. Don't get stuck in it. And let's see. AVT is a good buy. I'd buy too. Yeah, there's a guy on X. My first ever coin request on Twitter, so that's really cool. What's up, DZ? Dude, anyone holding Blaze? I'm holding SCI and Dog in Me. We could take a look at both of those for you. So SEI, which I need to make a video on, so thanks for bringing that up. And then Dog in Me. Dog in means 4% on a daily. That's pretty good. Okay, so we'll do Ergo, Aventus, and then the other coins, and then we'll take a look at the chat again. Taking a look at Ergo on the live stream. So I don't think anything has changed from the last time that we looked at it. obviously there was a monster move up, and then we got smacked back down into reality, right? So on the macro time frame for Ergo, we do have support down here at 8 cents 40. That is the next area of major support for Ergo. From the high to the low, we do have resistance here at 15 to 20 cents. So we did already come up and retest 15 cents of resistance, and we got smacked back down. So keep in mind, just don't get overly bullish even if the price action does come up here, because we could still come back down and make a lower low and validate a downtrend forming. The price absolutely needs to get over 20 cents. Once it does, then we have a shot at a bottom. You're making higher lows, and then from there we could take a look at the targets on the upside. But as of right now, 15 and 20 cents is the target that you're looking for on the upside, and then on the downside, it needs to stay over 8 cents 40. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. Are you on YouTube or X? I'm on both. So I just started live streaming on both platforms, but I only use like YouTube, but I started live streaming on X, and you're the very first person on X that actually requested a coin, so that's really exciting. Because I'm on YouTube right now, like I'm on live on YouTube, but I'm also live on X, and I have both of the chats in my split screen on one of my screens. So half of it is X, and then the other half is YouTube Studio. So let's take a look at Aventus. Taking a look at Aventus on the live stream. So Aventus did have a move down. I like Aventus because of the tokenomics and because of the really high risk, high reward aspect to the coin. I mean, it's only 7.9 million market cap. Fully diluted is 13 million. And you have a max supply and a total supply of 10 million. It is an inflationary and it's a fixed supply. So I like those tokenomics. I do think that is very good tokenomics. In terms of support on the macro time frame, you can see that we double bottomed here. Hopefully, we did come back down and retest the 786 twice at $1.19, and you can see that every single time from November 2023 we came close to this area of support. We did get some sort of recovery rally. I'm not saying it has to happen again. I'm just saying that $1.19 is very strong support. If this doesn't hold, unfortunately, we are probably going to get a bigger capitulation back down to 64 cents. Okay. Now on the upside for Aventus, on the macro time frame, we have resistance at $1.99 and $2.79. This simply means that these are the targets on the upside, and we can still come back up to any of these levels and get stuck and reject it and come back down. This area absolutely needs to break, and once that breaks, you are looking at 481 being the target on the upside, and then from there to the moon. With that being said, I'll keep you updated as always. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. ABT is good. I'd buy two. What's good, bro? XPR and Hash AI, as always. Thank you. What's up, Israr? We could add those to the list. Hash AI. And what was the other one? XPR. I like XPR because it gets me a lot of people. Hey, a lot of people watch my XPR videos. So there's a lot of people searching for XPR, just FYI. Do you hold Aventus? No, I don't. I can't comment on YouTube. I started following on YouTube, and then I found your X account from there. What do you mean you can't? You can't follow my YouTube? Or wait, I started following YouTube. I can't comment. Oh, you probably can't comment on my YouTube because you haven't been a subscriber for 1 minute. But if you subscribe, then you could actually join the live stream on there. But no, stay on X. That's fine because I have two. Because I like that. Now I know my X account works. I'm up like 6x on Blaze. Good for you, man. I'm not up at all yet. So just waiting in the waiting room. Shot at a falling knife. That is true if it breaks the previous low. Toddzilla says, thank you, G. You're welcome. You're welcome, homie. Let's see. John. let's see. John says, hope all is well. ASM, please. You got it. So we got to do ASM first, and then we can take a look at the other ones because this is a member coin, so we have to take a look at member coin. God's Creation 1. Let's go. Hey, thank you so much for that. That's first super chat of the night. Thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Taking a look at ASM on the live stream. So, yeah, so for ASM, I mean, we had a nasty sell-off right now. But in terms of the macro targets and macro support, yeah, so unfortunately, ASM did break below its last area of support, which was 1 cent 45. So we don't know how low this thing's going to go. So just be careful. At this point, we do have to establish a floor. And that floor was already established in 2022 at around 2076. So at this point, it's like catching a falling knife. We don't know how low it's going to go. It doesn't necessarily have to come down all the way here and then get a bounce. We could go up from here, if anything. Now, on the shorter time frame for ASM, just don't get overly bullish if we do come back up to around 1 cent 90 to 2 cents 60, because both of these areas are resistance and we could still get stuck here and get smacked back down. Once we break 2.5 cents though, I would say 4 cents would be in play for ASM. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. Thanks for Aventus update. You're welcome. Oh, hey, were you you need a Patreon where I can donate monthly for advice? A Patreon. I have to look into making. I haven't done that right now. What I'm doing is I'm trying to get on every single platform. I'm trying to monetize on every single platform, like for ad revenue and stuff. That's my goal right now. And then once I do that, then I could start kind of snowballing into more things. But as of right now, my goal is to monetize on X, monetize on TikTok, and then monetize on what is it? Instagram. Hey, thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate it. That was the first super chat of the night. Let's go. Second super chat of the night. What? Let's go. We're done. We're done. Hey, I got my $4. I am outie. See you guys later. Like, imagine. I'm just joking. Hey, thank you so much, John. Thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Let's take a look at SCI, Dog and Me, Hash AI, XPR, and then you said Unicorn Fart Dust. UFD. I think we have a chart for this. We do. So give me a second and we'll take a look at it. Yeah, hey, DZ, what did happen to Undead? Oh, he got a job, right? I think he got a job. Yeah, I haven't seen him live at all for like a month now. I haven't seen him go live for a month. I hope he's doing okay. I saw he's posting videos though. So I think he's still here, but he's probably just working a lot. Taking a look at SEI on the live stream. So SEI had a really good recovery bounce. I wish my coin had this. So just keep in mind on the shorter time frame for SEI, we did break the 382 at 25 cents, so that's very bullish. And then on the macro time frame, we did get stuck at the 382 at 29 cents. So at this point, we will say that it does need to break over 29 cents. Once 29 cents breaks, the next target is going to be 50 cents. And on the way down, it absolutely needs to stay over 21 cents. If it breaks below 21 cents, then we are going to get a bigger move back down. Okay. But as long as it stays over 21 cents, even if we do get a big sell-off back down there, you're still technically maintaining this uptrend, and the targets on the upside are still valid. When we eventually get to the 618, which we'll talk about, obviously, if it does happen, at that point, I'd be saying we need to break that because clearly you could see it literally marks the 618 perfectly with this downtrend. So who knows? We might actually break the 382 tomorrow or next week or in a month, and we might be at 50 cents. But if we get stuck there, you're validating this downtrend. I'll keep you updated. As always, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. Oh my gosh, my #1 fan is here, dude. Let's go. I love my vision. He's so dreamy. Yeah, we play Yu-Gi-Oh every night together. Silver Days, DZ, the crypto undead starts lives again next year. So it's just because he got busy with work, right? Bottom is in. YouTuber stopped posting. I mean, dude, like if I show you my token, like not my tokenomics. Ooh, what is that? Ooh, oh, I was looking at buying this card. It was like $90 though. Can you guys see that? I wonder if you guys can see that. Oh wow. Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys can't see that. Nitro, bro. Wait. Oh, God's Creation won for another 99 cents for another $1, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the super chats. For the 2 super chats. Thank you. No, yeah, I'm gonna go get a lottery ticket. I actually never get lottery tickets. What do you call it? Super Lotto and Mega Million. I don't even remember the last time I ever did that. It was probably when I was still working from from an actual place, like because now it's sometimes remote, but that was 6 years ago. Yeah, so the last time that I would have gotten a ticket was 6 years ago. Man, I should just put that dollar on like the Mega Millions. Imagine winning. How much is that right now? Like $232 million. Oh my gosh. I would make a food channel. I'd just eat Taco Bell all day. Do a whole complete 360. Nitro, we'll take a look at Nitro. Crypto Meow Analysis 1 says someone get OXT to move at least a fraction. Yeah, that's messed up, man. Hey, I thought you yeah, dude. This is brutal. I'm not even mad at you for saying that though. At least, I mean, you don't even have it. I have it. At least you don't have to worry about it, because like the problem with OXT is that I'm sitting at the all-time lows. So it's like, for me, it's like, it's so stressful because if we break this, like I am screwed, right? If this, like, I don't even know how long I have to wait until we go back up, you know? I do think it will eventually go up, whatever, but it's just so psychologically straining when your coin goes back all the way to the all-time lows for your portfolio to capitulate and make a lower low, you know? It's not good, but, you know, one day when this thing does something like this, like giant green candle spawns, then, you know, you'll understand why I held it, but I don't know. Whatever. Mega Millions $5, bro. Mega Millions. Wait, Mega Million is $5? Since when is Mega Millions $5? You're joking, right? Super Lotto's $1. Powerball's $2. Since when is Mega Million? No, that had to have changed. DZ, can you tell me when that's changed, and then we could take a look at Dog and Me while you do that. Taking a look at Dog and Me on the live stream. So far so good with Dog and Me. Actually, it is outperforming a lot of the coins right now. A lot of coins are making lower lows, but Dog and Me actually had a nice recovery. You can see it had a nice move up, and it's still printing green, which is very good. On the shorter time frame for Dog and Me, it is getting stuck here at the 236. What we need to see is price action pushing us over 3052, and then once that breaks, 306 would be in play, and then from there it would be 3083. So these are all the targets on the upside, and these are all areas that we could still get stuck at and come back down. So keep in mind that, again, we could get stuck here, or we could come back up to the 618 and get stuck. But once we do clear 3083, I'd say Dog and Me is going to the moon, to Mars, to Pluto, and we'll start looking at it on the macro time frame. In terms of support, I think we're sitting at support, right? Almost. So we're not quite at support as of right now, but we do technically have support. We still have support here at 3036 for Dog and Me, which would mark a double bottom here. And if that doesn't hold, the next major area of support would be 3023. With that being said, I'll keep you updated as always. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. Yeah, dog and meat's doing pretty good. Let's see. I'll buy OXC when it creates a new low. Yeah, you could do that. And then you could always come to live streams. Hey, I'm gonna be, so before everybody leaves, just FYI, I'm gonna be live streaming every single day in July, and obviously tomorrow's July 1st. So just remember, I'm live streaming every single day. Monday through Friday is gonna be after work at 5 p.m. And then Saturdays and Sundays is gonna be early in the morning. If you follow me on any of the platforms, like any on the social media, I will be posting my schedule obviously every day. So in case I can't, you'll know, or in case I can, or you'll know like for sure. Anyway, July is going to be full live streaming. We did that in May. So yeah, we did that in May. We didn't do it in June, and then now we're doing it in July. And then in August or whatever, we probably won't do it. But yeah, so just FYI. We got to look at Hash AI and XPR for the guy who's been waiting here for a long time, and then we'll take a look at UFD. So let's see. Taking a look at Hash AI on the live stream. We haven't made an update, or we haven't recorded an update video in a while, so we'll go ahead and make one right now. So Hash AI got a really good move up and a good recovery rally. On the shorter time frame, it is actually over its 382, which is at 304. So as long as it manages to stay over this level, I would say 306 would be in play on the shorter time frame. Okay, so keep in mind that this was previously support, now flipped. Sorry, this was previously resistance, now flipped support. Clearly, we are experiencing resistance here at these levels. But as long as we could stay over 3044, then 306 would be in play, and then from there we could take a look at it on the macro time frame, because I think it would put it. It is gonna put it over its 382 on the macro time frame. So with that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I'll keep you updated, and thank you. Taking a look at XPR network on the live stream. So yeah, XPR is still doing pretty good. It's just consolidating sideways right now. In terms of the macro areas of support, it's actually staying over its 382, which is very bullish. So very bullish over 2029. And does that coincide with any levels? No, it doesn't. But on the macro time frame, the price to get over would be 204. And then once that happens, obviously last time we did get stuck here at the 0.5. The target on the upside is around 1 cent 40. So as of right now, 1 cent 40 is still in play technically, as long as we stay over 2029. If we don't, we are probably going to get a bigger move back down. And at that point, you are looking at the next area of support being at around 202. And then you'd be validating a downtrend forming. With that being said, I'll keep you updated as always. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. Taking a look at unicorn fart dust. So nothing has happened. Actually, you made a lower low. So all this is invalidated now. So obviously, for the unicorn fart dust, you already know this is a gamble play. Okay. So from the high to the low, bearish under 3 cents, bullish over 5 cents. And then you just need to establish a floor and consolidate over this previous low at 1 cent 40. Otherwise, the same thing's going to happen here, where you got stuck at resistance, and then you made a lower low. So if we can't manage to get over here, then you are going to come back down and make a lower low, and you're going to validate this downtrend that's forming. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But I mean, it is a gamble. Unicorn fart dust is around a 18x back up to its all-time high. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for UFD. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Are we going down? Why is this coin going down? This this year, meow, it's $5 for one quick pick. Dude, that's insane. $5 for a quick pick, dude. I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. That's a lot of money, dude. $5? I'm not gonna do that. Like, there's like, why did they raise it? Do you know why they raised it? They're just trying to like get more money. Like, what the heck? Gearhead says brain rot every day for June. For June got you. I mean, we still live stream 2 to 3 days a week in June. But yeah, June was really like low views, low revenue. It was really, really, really bad. So, like the views are just like I make money on my views. So like for example, I average like around 100,000 views per month, which is okay in my opinion. But like just to give you context, in June, and it ended today, so I have to refresh my screen, like my YouTube studio. It was like 48,000 views in the last 28 days. So it always shows you the last 28 days, and my views and everything is literally cut more than 50%. So I'm like, damn, like usually it's not even that bad on another month, but like nobody's making money right now. Pretty brutal on YouTube, on YouTube. So I can only imagine people that it's like their full-time job are getting really wrecked right now, especially if they rely on YouTube as their number one source of income, you know? Because me, a nobody is like 50%. I don't make that much on it anyway, but like still, and that's always what I think of. I'm like, damn, like my graph earnings looks pretty okay, but then like big dump, horrible. It's like it looks like every other rug pull, you know. Love Perp says PNG and ABT, please. Yeah, we are closing in on the end of the live stream, so let's see. Dwayne Kelly says update on Beam, you got it. And then DZ says Blaze. Can you guys hear me? Am I still live? Can you guys hear me? My YouTube studio says error. YouTube is not maintaining smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Okay, that's weird. I've never seen that before. Oh, it went away. It went away. There we go. Okay. Okay, so you said PNG, ABT, ArcBlock, Blaze, DZ's up. What did you say? You're up 6x on this. Which Blaze? Are you talking about this one or this one? I'm assuming it's this one, right? The 17 million one. Just confirm that this is the right one. And then Dwayne Kelly in the house. Welcome to the end of the live stream. Beam. Dwayne Kelly, just FYI, I am going to be going live every day in July. So feel free to stop by and I'll always take a look at your coins. And that goes to everyone else too. So I'm not going to forget about you guys. Oh, which also reminds me, I need to, because Flipcoins always watches these videos too, which is awesome. I got to make a video on Billy and used car because I think he watches the live streams too. So yeah, so let's take a look at Pangolin. Well, let's take a look at Beam first, actually. Taking a look at Beam on the live stream. So Beam is getting a nice recovery bounce right now. So did we break support? Yeah, so we actually held support. You can see we held the 786 at 205. So that is still valid support technically, because although we did break below it, we did come back up really fast. It's a V-shaped recovery. Keep in mind for Beam, we do have resistance at 207 and 1 cent. We can't come back up here and get stuck. We do need to break this box. Once that breaks, I would say the next target is 1 cent 70. once at 80, and then from there, once that breaks, then to the moon, beam to the moon. It'll have its bull run, hopefully. However, just keep in mind that with beam, we could still come back up to this area and get rejected and also break this previous support, make a lower low. So we really do need to come up here and get a breakout and not get stuck and come back down to the lows. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Blaze. Or no, you know what? Let's take a look at Pangolin. So, yeah, nothing has happened for my last week or this week's update video on PNG. Yeah, nothing has happened. Why is this like taking forever? Is my internet like messing up or something? Didn't you look at Elon? Oh, did you look at? I did, but I can take a look at it again because it's not doing anything. Are any of these charts gonna load? I guess let's do Blaze, right? 17 million one. Yeah, I guess taking a look at Blaze. Wow, I mean, I don't know how you want me to do TA on this. Congratulations, but... Yeah, so for Blaze... Yeah, dude, I mean, this thing... Yeah, blue past is 1618. The next target for Blaze is 3030, 32. Which as of today is going to be another 106% pump, okay? And then for Blaze, as long as it's, I guess it would be here, right? Yeah, so bullish over, yeah, I'd say bullish over 3 zeros 1 and 3 zeros 11. 3 zeros 1 3 and 3 zeros 13. So as long as it's over these levels, then it's still bullish and the target on the upside is still valid. At any point, if we don't break out over here, then at any point, if we break below this area of support, I'd say the top is in, we're probably going to get a bigger move down. But you just never know with these meme coins, and you don't know how low it's or how high they're going to go. So that's pretty much it. Congratulations. Not financial advice, just my opinions. Let's see. Dwayne Kelly for 2 beans. Let's go. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so for DOGE, I know they're coming out with a lot of good news, so maybe we're going to get a big pump soon. But as of right now, as far as price action goes, as long as we're under this box, it's still bearish, okay? So it could even come back up to 6 zeros 15 to 6 zeros 20, and we could still get sent back down the shadow realm, exactly what happened last time, okay? Last time we thought we were going to get a breakout, and then we didn't. We actually, luckily, we double bottomed, so that's not bad. But the targets on the upside are still valid right now, and 6 zeros 1 needs to hold. Otherwise, the next landing pad for DOGE is going to be 7 zeros 8. And then once you break 6 zeros 35, and if you validate this downtrend, which I said in the video, you're making higher highs. So theoretically, the next higher high should take you to 6 zeros 77. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then as far as PNG and ARC block go, I don't know why my chart's not working. My trading view is not working. So we're just probably going to have to cut it here because look, it's not loading. Same with this. I don't know why it's not loading. But I guess, is it just those two? Hold on, let me see like Bitcoin. No, Bitcoin's working. That's so weird. But PNG isn't loading. So unfortunately, yeah, we can't do those two coins. So sorry about that. So on to my pump soon because ETF Wednesday, so Bonko pump. Did you get the invite I sent you on X today? No, I didn't. Wait, no, I didn't, because I don't normally. I didn't think you could send messages on X. Elon has a, yeah, I know. I joined their what do you call it? They did a space today on X, and then I joined it, and I listened for a little bit. So that was pretty cool. But then I left. But I did. I'll check my X to see if I received anything. But I didn't think you could send messages on X or anything like that. So did you get the invite I sent you? You mean like to be my follower? You don't have to invite me to be your follower. Or wait, do you want me to follow you? Did you buy any coins, Meow? No, I didn't. And with that being said, Dwayne Kelly, I'll take a look at it. I'll check out. I'll check it out, and then I could tell you tomorrow. But with that being said, just remember, none of this. Okay, wait, hold on. Someone's asking for Crow. Did you ask for Crow before? If it doesn't work, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it's working. Okay, so taking a look at Kronos on the live stream. So Crow's, I guess it's holding up pretty well. You're still technically making higher lows. Crow is bearish under 9.5 cents. We got rejected again. And Crow is bullish on the macro time frame over 14 cents 80. In terms of support go, I mean, you're making higher highs across the board, and you're actually maintaining this higher low. So it's not looking too bad. You still have macro support at 6 cents 70. I say that on the top side, once it does break 15 cents, it's macro bullish. But as long as the price is under 9 cents 60, it's still macro bearish, and 6 cents 60 does need to hold. So 9 cents 60 under 9 cents, under 9 cents 60 is bearish, and support is at 6 cents 60 as long as price action's under here. But once you break 9 cents 60, then you have a shot at a bottom. 14 cents 80 would be in play, and then once you break that, you're probably going to validate this uptrend and the fact that you're making higher highs across the board, which should take us. And if you're going to validate this chart and not form a bigger downtrend forming, very important, because you could theoretically still come up to 14 cents, get stuck, and then validate a downtrend forming. So theoretically, if that doesn't happen, the next higher high should take you to 30 cents. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. That being said, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for coming by. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes, nothing more. Thank you so much for all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. I really appreciate all of your guys' support. Reminder, we will be live streaming every single day in July, for the most part. So if you follow me on any social media platform, I will be posting my schedule on a daily basis. So make sure you stay tuned. Or even YouTube Shorts. I post it on YouTube Shorts. It's going to be 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, it's going to be early in the morning, probably 8, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be after I post all the member and watch list videos. Have a great night. Happy Monday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next live stream.